Over the past couple of years, YouTube has gained a reputation of making bad decisions. Don't get me wrong, the platform has done a lot of good things, like reducing the needed video length for mid-roll ads from 10 minutes to 8 minutes, adding the channel membership function, integrating merch purchasing directly into channels, and etc., right? But YouTube, I think, has made more bad than good decisions overall, and the bad decisions they've made, I think, have affected their platform to a greater extent than the good decisions they've made. The first that comes to mind when I think of bad decisions that YouTube has made is their most recent change to remove public dislike counts. Now, I could probably spend 30 minutes talking about why I think that change was bad and, even make my own video about why I think this change was terrible. But I don't even think I have to. I think the general consensus from the YouTube community and people who use YouTube even a little bit was that, yeah, there was no reason to do that. But also, YouTube generally as a platform can be very unreliable for creators. Let me tell you from the bottom of my heart, that notification bell does not work. Yeah, for some people, they've never had a problem with it, and, sometimes in the past it's worked as it's meant to, but I can sit here and virtually pinky promise you that over the 4 or so years that this thing has been out, there has not been a single point where it has 100% worked, which is at the end of the day completely ridiculous. YouTube is a multi-billion with a B dollar company, and you're telling me they can't get push notifications that pop up on your screen for 3 seconds to work? Okay. Now, I'm bouncing off of this to talk about YouTube's relationship with their creators. Now, generally, YouTube does not have the greatest reputation when it comes to communicating with their creators. A great example of this is last year in October, almost a year ago, I got a strike on my channel for criticizing a TikTok trend called the Devious Lick trend. A trend where kids would literally just steal shit from their schools, take it home, and record it for TikTok clout. At the time, I held a take basically suggesting that you shouldn't do this, but for some reason, and to this day I don't know the answer, my video violated YouTube's terms of service. They only tell you vaguely which of the guidelines that you broke or that your video broke, so 90% of the time, the creator has to guess why their video went against YouTube's terms of service. For my example, my video got a strike for promoting dangerous/violent acts. Now, I knew this wasn't true because I did the opposite of that, so I obviously appealed this strike because it was complete bullshit, but my appeal was instantly rejected, not looked at by a human, and I just had a strike. I had to fucking deal with it, dude. Bite the bullet. Now, with that proper context set up, I want to talk about a discussion that's been being had by a lot of YouTubers that you have definitely seen by now because of how viral this whole conversation really has gotten, which is the discussion started by Cory Kenshin of YouTube's favoritism and racism. Now, I want to state right now that I don't think YouTube is overtly racist. A decent amount of YouTubers in the millions of subscribers range are black, and yeah, I don't think there's anybody in the YouTube HQ who is trying to reduce the subscriber counts of black creators or stop black creators from growing. Actually, I think the opposite is somewhat true. Every couple of months, I get a little thing in my YouTube analytics page where it offers me to take a survey, and it basically asks if you identify as a person of color or something like that, and if you do, you get invited to like these POC only events where they kind of like train you how to be a YouTuber and shit. You get like personal coaching. But the truth is that Cory is right on most things in his video. YouTube absolutely plays favorites. They do it all the time. They've been doing it for years and they will continue to do it. Now, the main focal point of Cory's video is that he posted a video of him playing a horror game, and that video of his got age restricted. And Markiplier did the exact same thing, and his video did not get age restricted. Now, Markiplier, after kind of getting wind of the situation and understanding that his video was being placed at a higher level of favoritism by YouTube than Cory's video, decided that he was pissed off at YouTube, which I give Mark a lot of credit for. Now, with all of this in mind, Markiplier then went to upload a video called YouTube Try Not to Get Age Restricted Challenge, where he's basically trying to see if he is YouTube's favorite by posting a video that is just like very clearly needing to be age restricted because it's like very, very sexual. But the point of this video was to essentially call out YouTube in somewhat of a fun way, and also to more generally bring attention to the situation at hand, the situation involving Cory Kenshin, and YouTube's favoritism. Now, this actually really ended up biting Markiplier in the ass, as YouTube got very, very upset when they saw Markiplier doing this and essentially speaking up against them. I think Mark knew that he was taking a bit of a risk by by airing this issue on his platform and speaking up against YouTube. I think he's aware of the power that he holds as a creator of his size. I mean, he's been on the platform for, I think, over a decade at this point. YouTube obviously knows who he is. They know how valuable he is to their website, and I think that he knows that they know how valuable he is to the website. So he definitely took a risk by slapping the hand that feeds him. I think that's how the saying goes. So yeah, there were some unintended consequences for Markiplier after this situation. So there's been an event going on for the YouTube gaming community called YouTube Game On. I don't know all too much about this event, but it was a live stream that took place 2 days ago where a roundup of different gaming creators were showcased within this live stream. YouTube describes this event by saying, "Join your favorite creators in a live gaming event unlike any other." Now, I don't really know what that means, but that was what happened. I just assumed that it was a YouTube-organized event to take their biggest names in gaming content creation and kind of just put them into one live stream to get the community, I guess, immersed in YouTube or whatever. I'm gonna be totally real with y'all. I don't give a shit about this event. I don't care at all. But that's not the point. The point is that Markiplier had created a long-form piece of content for this entire live stream. And, well, long story short, YouTube literally scrapped it. They said, yeah, we're not gonna have you on this stream anymore because of that video you made talking shit about us. Which I think is just crazy to me. Like, how on earth could you as a company double down so tremendously bad? You have everybody in the community calling your platform out, saying that y'all are making bad decisions and showing favoritism, and instead of acknowledging these claims or releasing a statement of any sort, you get called out by Markiplier, one of the GOATs of YouTube, and instead of hearing out what he has to say and what many others in the community have been saying, you decide to punish him and essentially try to shut him up by kicking him out of this event. And all this does, YouTube, is make you look more guilty. Are you fucking stupid? All this does is make it look like you guys are up to some shady business. You basically took a measure to silence Markiplier after he called you out. He's not a 5-year-old. You don't need to put him in timeout like a fucking kid. This guy's in his 30s at this point. Like, bro, have a conversation with him. Mark has been on the platform so long that I genuinely think he probably knows more about the platform than a decent amount of the people that work there. Because I guarantee you, most of the people that are working at YouTube currently have been working there less than the amount of time that Mark has been on the platform. This does nothing but draw more attention to the issue. You have to understand that somebody with a lot of power over at YouTube was the one to make this decision to kick Markiplier out of this Game On event. And I just have to ask, dude, how does somebody with so much power not understand that this is one of the stupidest decisions that could be made? If you had made the right decision, I wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be recording my video. But the fact that you made the wrong decision allows me to get some content out of it. I don't know when it's gonna happen or if it's ever going to happen, but YouTube will become a much better place overall for creators and viewers alike. I can just say that with so much certainty. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are at all new to the channel. Comment down music if you made it to the end of the video, and I'll try to heart your comments. Big thanks to all my channel members. As always, you guys rock. Follow my social medias and join the Discord server. Links are all down below, and I will catch y'all later. Peace.